Weather vocabulary in English.
Sunny.
Sunny.
It was a sunny day, perfect for a picnic.
It was a sunny day, perfect for a picnic.
Rainy.
Rainy.
The forecast predicts a rainy weekend.
The forecast predicts a rainy weekend.
Cloudy.
Cloudy.
It was a cloudy afternoon with a chance of rain.
It was a cloudy afternoon with a chance of rain.
Windy.
Windy.
The windy conditions made it difficult to fly a kite.
The windy conditions made it difficult to fly a kite.
Stormy.
Stormy.
The stormy weather forced us to stay indoors.
The stormy weather forced us to stay indoors.
Snowy.
Snowy.
The snowy landscape was beautiful in winter.
The snowy landscape was beautiful in winter.
Foggy.
Foggy.
It was a foggy morning, making driving difficult.
It was a foggy morning, making driving difficult.
Chilly.
Chilly.
It was a chilly morning, so I wore my warmest sweater.
It was a chilly morning, so I wore my warmest sweater.
Freezing.
Freezing.
The freezing temperatures caused the lake to freeze over.
The freezing temperatures caused the lake to freeze over.
Muggy.
Muggy.
The muggy weather made it feel hotter than it actually was.
The muggy weather made it feel hotter than it actually was.
Drizzle.
Drizzle.
There was a light drizzle in the morning.
There was a light drizzle in the morning.
Drought.
Drought.
The region is suffering from a severe drought.
The region is suffering from a severe drought.
Heatwave.
Heatwave.
The city experienced a heatwave, with temperatures soaring above 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
The city experienced a heatwave, with temperatures soaring above 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hail.
Hail.
The storm produced hail that damaged many cars.
The storm produced hail that damaged many cars.
Sleet.
Sleet.
The weather turned to sleet, making the roads slippery.
The weather turned to sleet, making the roads slippery.
Thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm.
The thunderstorm rolled in quickly, bringing heavy rain.
The thunderstorm rolled in quickly, bringing heavy rain.
Tornado.
Tornado.
The tornado caused extensive damage in the small town.
The tornado caused extensive damage in the small town.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
The blizzard left several feet of snow in its wake.
The blizzard left several feet of snow in its wake.
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
The hurricane made landfall, prompting evacuations along the coast.
The hurricane made landfall, prompting evacuations along the coast.
Flood.
Flood.
The flood damaged many homes and businesses.
The flood damaged many homes and businesses.
Lightning.
Lightning.
The lightning struck a tree, causing it to catch fire.
The lightning struck a tree, causing it to catch fire.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
After the rain stopped, a beautiful rainbow appeared.
After the rain stopped, a beautiful rainbow appeared.
Cumulus.
Cumulus.
The sky was filled with cumulus clouds on that sunny day.
The sky was filled with cumulus clouds on that sunny day.
Nimbus.
Nimbus.
The dark nimbus clouds signaled an incoming storm.
The dark nimbus clouds signaled an incoming storm.
Stratus.
Stratus.
The stratus clouds created a gray overcast.
The stratus clouds created a gray overcast.
Cirrus.
Cirrus.
The cirrus clouds were a sign of a sunny day ahead.
The cirrus clouds were a sign of a sunny day ahead.
Overcast.
Overcast.
It was an overcast day with no sun in sight.
It was an overcast day with no sun in sight.
Gust.
Gust.
A sudden gust of wind blew through the open window.
A sudden gust of wind blew through the open window.
Breeze.
Breeze.
A cool breeze flowed through the trees on a hot day.
A cool breeze flowed through the trees on a hot day.
Fog.
Fog.
The fog made it difficult to see the road ahead.
The fog made it difficult to see the road ahead.
Mist.
Mist.
The morning mist covered the fields, creating a magical atmosphere.
The morning mist covered the fields, creating a magical atmosphere.
Chill.
Chill.
There was a chill in the air as evening approached.
There was a chill in the air as evening approached.
Frost.
Frost.
The grass was covered in frost this morning.
The grass was covered in frost this morning.
Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Each snowflake that fell was different from the others.
Each snowflake that fell was different from the others.
Meteorology.
Meteorology.
Meteorology helps us understand and predict weather patterns.
Meteorology helps us understand and predict weather patterns.
Thermometer.
Thermometer.
The thermometer read 85 degrees Fahrenheit on that hot summer day.
The thermometer read 85 degrees Fahrenheit on that hot summer day.
Barometer.
Barometer.
The barometer indicated that a storm was approaching.
The barometer indicated that a storm was approaching.
Anemometer.
Anemometer.
The anemometer showed that the wind was blowing at 25 miles per hour.
The anemometer showed that the wind was blowing at 25 miles per hour.
Dew.
Dew.
Dew covered the grass in the early morning.
Dew covered the grass in the early morning.
Precipitation.
Precipitation.
Precipitation can occur as rain, snow, sleet, or hail.
Precipitation can occur as rain, snow, sleet, or hail.
Climate.
Climate.
The climate in the desert is hot and dry.
The climate in the desert is hot and dry. Equinox.
Equinox.
The vernal equinox marks the start of spring.
The vernal equinox marks the start of spring.
Humidity.
Humidity.
High humidity can make warm days feel even hotter.
High humidity can make warm days feel even hotter.
Solstice. Solstice. The summer solstice is the longest day of the year. The summer solstice is the longest day of the year. Atmosphere. Atmosphere. The atmosphere protects us from harmful solar radiation. The atmosphere protects us from harmful solar radiation. Tropical. Tropical. Tropical storms can develop into hurricanes. Tropical storms can develop into hurricanes. Arctic. Arctic. The Arctic is known for its icy landscapes. The Arctic is known for its icy landscapes. Temperate. Temperate. The temperate climate in this region allows for diverse plant life. The temperate climate in this region allows for diverse plant life. Polar. Polar. Polar bears are native to the Arctic region. Polar bears are native to the Arctic region. Atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. Changes in atmospheric pressure can indicate weather changes. Changes in atmospheric pressure can indicate weather changes.
Visibility. Visibility. Visibility was poor during the heavy rain. Visibility was poor during the heavy rain. Dew point. Dew point. A high dew point indicates high humidity levels. A high dew point indicates high humidity levels. Chinook. Chinook. The Chinook brought warmer temperatures to the region. Chinook. The Chinook brought warmer temperatures to the region. Cyclone. Cyclone. The cyclone caused heavy rains and strong winds. The cyclone caused heavy rains and strong winds. Anticyclone. Anticyclone. The anticyclone brought pleasant weather after the storm. The anticyclone brought pleasant weather after the storm. Jet stream. Jet stream. The jet stream influences storm development across the country. The jet stream influences storm development across the country. El Niño. El Niño. El Niño can lead to unusual weather patterns such as increased rainfall. El Niño can lead to unusual weather patterns such as increased rainfall. La Niña. La Niña. La Niña can lead to drier conditions in some regions. La Niña can lead to drier conditions in some regions. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. A tidal wave can cause significant coastal erosion. A tidal wave can cause significant coastal erosion. Tsunami. Tsunami. The tsunami warning was issued after the earthquake struck offshore. The tsunami warning was issued after the earthquake struck offshore. Avalanche. Avalanche. The avalanche blocked the road, trapping many hikers. The avalanche blocked the road, trapping many hikers. Landslide. Landslide. The landslide destroyed several homes along the hillside. The landslide destroyed several homes along the hillside. Wildfire. Wildfire. The wildfire spread quickly due to strong winds. The wildfire spread quickly due to strong winds. Floodplain. Floodplain. The floodplain is crucial for absorbing excess water during heavy rains. The floodplain is crucial for absorbing excess water during heavy rains. Tropical storm. Tropical storm. The tropical storm caused severe flooding in the region. The tropical storm caused severe flooding in the region. Northeast. Northeast. The storm is moving toward the northeast. The storm is moving toward the northeast. Southeast. Southeast. The warm air from the southeast is bringing mild temperatures. The warm air from the southeast is bringing mild temperatures. Southwest. Southwest. The winds are come from the southwest, bringing cooler air. The winds are come from the southwest, bringing cooler air. Northwest. Northwest. The storm is expected to move northwest over the next few days. The storm is expected to move northwest over the next few days. Hygrometer. Hygrometer. The hygrometer indicated a high level of humidity. The hygrometer indicated a high level of humidity. Weather vane. Weather vane. The weather vane on the barn pointed south. The weather vane on the barn pointed south. Wind chill. Wind chill. The wind chill made it feel much colder than the actual temperature. The wind chill made it feel much colder than the actual temperature. Funnel cloud. Funnel cloud. The funnel cloud was spotted before the tornado touched down. The funnel cloud was spotted before the tornado touched down. Tidal range. Tidal range. The tidal range was significant during the full moon. The tidal range was significant during the full moon. Solar radiation. Solar radiation. Solar radiation is essential for photosynthesis in plants. Solar radiation is essential for photosynthesis in plants. Weather front. Weather front. The weather front moved in, bringing cooler temperatures. The weather front moved in, bringing cooler temperatures. Greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is contributing to global warming. The greenhouse effect is contributing to global warming. Climate change. Climate change. Climate change is affecting weather patterns worldwide. Climate change is affecting weather patterns worldwide. Weather pattern. Weather pattern. The weather pattern in this region includes hot summers and mild winters. The weather pattern in this region includes hot summers and mild winters. Meteorologist. Meteorologist. Meteorologist predicted heavy rain for the weekend. Meteorologist predicted heavy rain for the weekend.
Weather idioms with meaning. It's a scorcher. If it's a scorcher, it means it's very hot outside. It's nippy outside. If it's nippy, it means it's cold outside. There's a storm brewing. This idiom is used to describe the feeling that something bad is about to happen. It's blowing a gale. If it's blowing a gale, it means there's strong wind. I'm melting. This is an exclamation that people use when it's very hot and they feel like they can't take it anymore. Take a rain check. If you take a rain check, it means you're postponing something to a later date. This idiom is often used when the weather is bad and people can't do what they had planned. Snowed under. I have a lot to do and it feels overwhelming. Touch and go. Touch and go describes a situation where it's not clear what's going to happen. It could go either way. This idiom is often used to talk about the weather, but can be used in other situations as well. It's all downhill from here. This idiom is used to describe a situation where things can only get worse from this point onwards. It's often used as a way of joking about the weather getting colder and the days getting shorter. Under the weather. If you're feeling under the weather, it means you're not feeling well. This idiom is often used to talk about mild illnesses, such as a cold or the flu. Come rain or shine. This idiom is used to describe something that will happen no matter what the conditions are like. It can be used to talk about the weather or any other situation. Feeling down in the dumps. If you're feeling down in the dumps, it means you're feeling sad or depressed. This idiom is often used to talk about the weather, but can be used in other situations as well. A breath of fresh air. This idiom is used to describe something that is new and different, and which makes a refreshing change. It can be used to talk about the weather or any other situation. It's raining cats and dogs. This idiom is used to describe heavy rain. Sunny side up. This means that the egg is fried with the yolk up and the white down. Take a rain check. This means to postpone something because you're not available now but might be later. When it rains, it pours. This means that when something bad happens, it seems to happen all at once. I'm in a fog. This means that you're confused or don't know what's going on. It's hailing bullets. It's raining hard enough to hurt if you were standing outside and got hit by one of the pellets. It sounds like gunfire. There's not a single cloud in the sky. The difficult time has gone away and there is no problem.
3 real-world weather reports. Real-world weather report 1. Good morning and welcome to your extended 5-day weather forecast. We have quite a dynamic week ahead, so let's dive into the details. Today, we're starting the week off with clear skies and plenty of sunshine across the region. Temperatures will hover around 25 degrees Celsius, making it an ideal day to spend time outdoors, whether you're planning a picnic, going for a run, or simply enjoying the nice weather. Winds will be light, coming from the southeast at about 10 kilometers per hour, so it will feel quite comfortable overall. Moving into Tuesday, you can expect more of the same beautiful weather. Sunny conditions will dominate the day, with just a few scattered clouds here and there. The temperature will rise slightly to 27 degrees Celsius, but with low humidity, it won't feel too hot. If you've got outdoor activities planned, Tuesday will be another perfect day. Now, as we head into Wednesday, things will start to change. A cold front will be moving in from the west, bringing increased cloud cover throughout the morning. By the afternoon, we'll see our first signs of showers, which are expected to last into the evening hours. While it won't be a washout, be prepared for light to moderate rain, particularly in the late afternoon. Make sure to have your umbrellas handy if you're commuting or out and about in the city. Thursday will continue the cloudy trend. The showers from Wednesday will taper off by mid-morning, but the skies will remain overcast for most of the day. Expect drizzle on and off throughout Thursday, especially in the late afternoon. Temperatures will drop slightly to around 23 degrees Celsius, so it'll feel cooler than earlier in the week. As we reach Friday, the weather will take a more dramatic turn. A powerful system will move in, bringing stormy conditions to much of the region. Expect thunderstorms in the late afternoon with heavy rain, gusty winds, and possibly some hail in isolated areas. Temperatures will be around 22 degrees, but with the winds picking up and lightning in the mix, it's best to stay indoors. If you need to be outside, take extra precautions and avoid open areas. The storms should clear by Friday night, but it's definitely going to be a rough end to the work week.
Real-world weather report 2. It's shaping up to be an incredibly hot week ahead, so let's talk about what you can expect. The temperature today is already rising quickly, and we're set to hit a high of 32 degrees by early afternoon. That's right. We're officially in the grips of a heat wave, and the heat index is forecast to soar to 37 degrees Celsius by midday, making it feel even hotter outside. As the heat builds throughout the day, we strongly advise staying hydrated, wearing light, loose-fitting clothing, and limiting time in direct sunlight. If you're planning outdoor activities, try to schedule them in the early morning or late evening when the temperatures will be slightly cooler. Be sure to check on your elderly neighbors, young children, and pets, as these groups are particularly vulnerable during heat waves. The high-pressure system responsible for this heat wave is expected to stick around for at least 3 days, with temperatures consistently reaching 30 degrees Celsius or higher through Wednesday. Nighttime won't offer much relief either, as overnight lows will only drop to around 25 degrees Celsius, which means it will still feel quite warm even after the sun goes down. If you don't have air conditioning, consider visiting cooling centers, libraries, or shopping malls during the peak heat hours. On Tuesday, we'll see temperatures climb even higher, with the mercury expected to hit 34 degrees Celsius by the afternoon. The heat wave will intensify, and the heat index may reach 40 degrees Celsius in some areas. Once again, it's crucial to take precautions to avoid heat exhaustion or heat stroke. And if you work outdoors, be sure to take frequent breaks in the shade and drink plenty of water. By Wednesday, the heat wave will begin to break as a cold front approaches from the north. However, the day will still be uncomfortably warm, with highs reaching 31 degrees Celsius before the cooler air starts moving in during the evening. While the worst of the heat will be over by midweek, it's important to stay mindful of the high temperatures in the meantime and take care of yourself and those around you. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay safe during this prolonged period of extreme heat.
Real-world weather report 3. Heads up, everyone. A severe weather system is heading our way, and we are expecting some intense thunderstorms later this evening. So let's take a closer look at what's coming. Currently, we're seeing a low-pressure system moving in from the southwest, bringing warm, moist air into our region. As it collides with cooler air coming down from the north, the stage is set for severe thunderstorms to develop later tonight. We're expecting the first round of storms to begin around 9 p.m., with heavy rain and strong winds hitting most of the region. These storms are likely to produce intense lightning and possibly hail, particularly in the central areas. In addition to the risk of hail, some areas may experience wind gusts of up to 80 kilometers per hour. So be sure to secure any loose items in your yard or on your balcony. Trash bins, patio furniture, and even bicycles could become projectiles in winds of this strength, so bring them indoors if possible. In terms of rainfall, we're expecting anywhere from 30 to 50 millimeters of rain overnight, which could lead to localized flooding in low-lying areas. If you live near rivers or streams, keep an eye on water levels and avoid driving through flooded streets. It only takes a small amount of water to sweep your car away. The thunderstorms are expected to be at their strongest between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., so make sure you have your flashlights and emergency kits ready, just in case of power outages. Additionally, there is a chance of isolated tornadoes developing in the southern part of the region. While the likelihood is low, it's still something to be aware of, especially if you live in areas prone to tornado activity. Be sure to have a safe place in mind, such as a basement or interior room, if a tornado warning is issued. The good news is that the system will move out quickly, and by tomorrow morning,
we should see much calmer weather. By dawn, the storms will have passed, leaving behind clearer skies and cooler temperatures in the 20 to 23 degrees Celsius range. So while tonight will be rough, there's light at the end of the tunnel, literally. But for now, make sure you're prepared for severe weather and stay safe indoors until the thunderstorms have cleared out.
Weather in different cultures. Weather in Japan. In Japan, people often have hanami parties during the spring to enjoy the blossoming cherry trees, which are a sign of good weather. In Japan, the arrival of spring is marked by the blooming of cherry blossoms, or sakura, which hold immense cultural significance. This period of blooming is not only celebrated for its natural beauty, but also as a symbol of renewal and the fleeting nature of life. The tradition of hanami, or flower viewing, dates back over 1,000 years, originating in the Heian period, 794 to 1185. During this time, it was primarily a practice among the aristocracy who would hold poetry gatherings under the cherry trees to admire their beauty. Today, hanami has become a nationwide event celebrated by people of all backgrounds. The cherry blossoms usually bloom between late March and early April, depending on the region, and this short window of time brings people together for hanami parties. Families, friends, and co-workers gather in parks, temples, and gardens where sakura trees are in full bloom. Popular spots like Ueno Park in Tokyo or Maruyama Park in Kyoto become filled with colorful blankets, picnic setups, and lively crowds. These gatherings often involve traditional Japanese foods like sushi, bento boxes, and sake, as people spend hours sitting beneath the trees, enjoying both the flowers and the fine weather that accompanies them. The blossoms represent a brief but beautiful moment of time, much like life itself, and as such, the appreciation of sakura goes beyond simple flower viewing. The hanami tradition also symbolizes hope and positivity, as the blossoms coincide with the end of Japan's cold winter and the arrival of warm, sunny spring days. The festival atmosphere during hanami is joyous and relaxed, with laughter, music, and dancing filling the air. In some cases, companies even organize hanami events for their employees, strengthening bonds among colleagues while celebrating nature. The perfect weather during hanami makes it one of the most cherished cultural events in Japan.
Weather in Scandinavian countries. In Scandinavian countries, people have learned to embrace the cold and often say, "There's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing," when dealing with long winters and frosty conditions. In countries like Norway, Sweden, and Finland, winter is not just a season, but a significant part of life. Scandinavian winters are known for their long nights, freezing temperatures, and heavy snowfall, sometimes lasting from November until March or even longer. Despite these extreme conditions, the people of Scandinavia have cultivated a cultural mindset that embraces the cold rather than fearing it. One of the most common expressions you'll hear is, "There's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing." This phrase embodies the resilience and practicality that characterizes Nordic life. Rather than seeing winter as something to avoid, Scandinavians gear up for the season with the right clothing. This means wearing multiple layers, including woolen sweaters, thermal underwear, and windproof outer garments to protect against the biting cold. Kids are taught from a young age to dress appropriately for outdoor play. with warm mittens, hats, scarves, and waterproof boots being essentials. This approach allows people to continue outdoor activities even in freezing weather, maintaining a sense of normalcy and well-being during the winter months. The saying also reflects a deeper cultural attitude toward nature. In Scandinavia, the outdoors is considered vital to health and happiness, and people make an effort to spend time outside year-round, regardless of the weather. In winter, popular activities include cross-country skiing, ice skating, and snowshoeing. Cities even have ice skating rinks set up in public squares, and schools encourage outdoor play during recess. Norwegians, for instance, have the concept of friluftsliv, meaning open-air living, which emphasizes the importance of connecting with nature no matter the season. In addition, Scandinavian homes are built to withstand the cold with excellent insulation, double-paned windows, and efficient heating systems. The long, dark winters are also combated with hygge, Danish, or koselig, Norwegian, concepts that emphasize creating warmth, coziness, and comfort inside the home. This includes lighting candles, sipping hot drinks, and gathering with friends and family to enjoy hearty meals and good company. The mindset of preparing for the cold rather than fearing it, combined with proper clothing, helps Scandinavians thrive during the winter and appreciate the season for what it offers.
Weather in Thailand. In tropical countries like Thailand, people prepare for the monsoon season by waterproofing their homes and stocking up on supplies. In Thailand and other tropical nations, the monsoon season is an expected and regular part of life, usually occurring between May and October. The monsoons bring heavy rains, high humidity, and strong winds that can sometimes lead to flooding. While the season is essential for agriculture, as it brings much-needed water for crops like rice, it also poses challenges for daily life. As a result, people in these regions have developed various strategies to prepare for and cope with the monsoon rains. One of the first steps people take is to waterproof their homes. This involves repairing any roof leaks, sealing windows and doors, and clearing out gutters and drainage systems to prevent flooding. Many homes are also elevated on stilts, especially in rural areas, to reduce the risk of floodwater entering living spaces. In urban areas, drainage systems are crucial, as cities can experience flash floods when heavy rain overwhelms the infrastructure. During the monsoon season, it's common to see people using large plastic sheets to cover outdoor areas or setting up temporary rain shelters. Preparation for the monsoon season also includes stocking up on essential supplies, since flooding can sometimes make roads impassable or cause power outages. Families often store non-perishable food items like rice, canned goods, and bottled water. Flashlights, batteries, and candles are also essential for when electricity is disrupted. Additionally, rain gear such as umbrellas, raincoats, and waterproof footwear becomes a daily necessity for people to go about their routines during the heavy downpours. Despite the challenges, people in tropical countries have adapted to the monsoon lifestyle. In fact, the monsoons bring both relief from the scorching heat of the dry season and a sense of rhythm to life. Farmers, in particular, welcome the rains, as they are crucial for cultivating rice, a staple food in many tropical countries. In Thailand, for example, the rice fields turn a vibrant green during the rainy season, and many cultural events and festivals are timed to align with the agricultural cycle. Additionally, the rainy season is seen as a time of renewal, and the lush landscapes that result from the monsoons are appreciated for their beauty and life-giving properties. While the monsoons can disrupt daily life, they are also embraced as a natural and necessary part of the yearly cycle in tropical regions.
Seasonal changes. The spring. In the spring, flowers start to bloom, and you'll notice more sunny days with mild temperatures. Spring is a season of renewal and growth, marking the end of winter's cold and the beginning of warmer days. As temperatures gradually rise, nature awakens from its long slumber. One of the most noticeable signs of spring is the blooming of flowers. Trees begin to bud, and gardens come alive with vibrant colors as flowers like tulips, daffodils, and cherry blossoms start to bloom. The days also become longer, with more sunlight replacing the gray, overcast skies of winter. This increase in daylight hours is a welcome change, lifting people's spirits as they spend more time outdoors. Mild temperatures in the spring provide the perfect weather for outdoor activities. You can see people enjoying picnics in the park, going for long walks, or starting their gardening routines. Spring weather is typically a pleasant mix of sunny days and light breezes, though occasional rain showers are common, helping to nourish the newly sprouting plants. The air feels fresh and crisp, filled with the scent of blooming flowers and budding trees. In many parts of the world, spring is celebrated as a time of renewal, with festivals and holidays centered around nature's rebirth. Not only does spring symbolize growth in the natural world, but it also represents a time of new beginnings for people. Many cultures celebrate this season with festivals like Easter, Holi, and Nowruz, which honor themes of rebirth, fertility, and the triumph of light over darkness. As the days grow warmer, there is a sense of optimism and energy in the air, encouraging people to embrace change and start new projects. Spring is a joyful season that brings both beauty and hope, setting the stage for the lively summer months ahead.
The winter. During winter, in colder countries, people often experience snowfall, icy roads, and freezing temperatures. Winter is a season defined by its cold and often harsh weather, particularly in regions located further from the equator. In many colder countries, the most iconic feature of winter is snowfall. Snow blankets the landscape in a shimmering layer of white, transforming cities and forests into winter wonderlands. While snow brings a sense of magic and beauty to the season, it also comes with its own set of challenges. Icy roads and sidewalks can make travel difficult, requiring people to drive more cautiously and wear extra layers of clothing to protect themselves from the biting cold. Freezing temperatures are a hallmark of winter, with some regions experiencing below-zero conditions for weeks or even months at a time. People bundle up in thick coats, scarves, gloves, and hats to keep warm when venturing outside. Inside homes, fireplaces are lit and heating systems run constantly to maintain comfort. In areas prone to heavy snowfalls, people often have to shovel driveways and clear sidewalks, making snow removal a regular chore during the winter months. Despite the cold, many people still embrace the season by engaging in winter sports like skiing, snowboarding, and ice skating. taking advantage of the snowy landscape. The long, dark nights of winter also play a significant role in shaping daily life. In countries near the poles, such as Norway and Canada, the sun may rise late in the morning and set early in the afternoon, leaving little daylight. To combat the lack of natural light, people find ways to make their homes feel cozy and inviting. The concept of hygge, which emphasizes warmth, comfort, and togetherness, becomes especially important during winter in colder countries. Winter holidays such as Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's Eve are celebrated with lights, feasts, and gatherings, offering a sense of warmth and joy in the coldest months of the year.
The fall. In the fall, the temperature cools down and the leaves change color as we prepare for chilly mornings. Fall, or autumn, is a season of transition as the warmth of summer gives way to the cooler temperatures of winter. One of the most striking features of fall is the changing colors of the leaves. In many parts of the world, particularly in temperate regions, the green leaves of trees transform into brilliant shades of red, orange, yellow, and brown. This natural spectacle is a favorite for many, drawing people to parks and forests to witness the beauty of the fall foliage. The crisp, cool air of fall marks the end of the summer heat, bringing with it the first signs of winter. As the days grow shorter, temperatures begin to drop, and people start preparing for the colder months ahead. Fall mornings are often chilly, requiring an extra layer of clothing, such as sweaters or light jackets. As the season progresses, the temperature continues to cool, and by the end of fall, frosty mornings become common in many regions. The air feels fresh, and there's a certain stillness as the last of the summer birds migrate south and animals begin to prepare for hibernation. People often associate the season with harvests, as crops like pumpkins, apples, and corn are gathered during this time. Fall festivals, including Thanksgiving and Halloween, celebrate the bounty of the season and the gathering of communities. In addition to its natural beauty, fall also brings a sense of reflection and preparation. As the leaves fall from the trees, there's a feeling of winding down, both in nature and in daily life. People start to focus on indoor activities, like cooking hearty meals, drinking warm beverages, and spending time with family. The cooler weather also provides the perfect backdrop for cozy activities like reading by the fire or enjoying a warm cup of tea or coffee. Fall is a season of balance, where the last warmth of summer meets the coming cold of winter, and it serves as a reminder of the cyclical nature of life.
The summer. Summer brings long sunny days, warm weather, and outdoor activities like beach trips, barbecues, and vacations. Summer is the warmest season of the year, marked by extended daylight hours and consistently high temperatures. In many parts of the world, summer is synonymous with fun and relaxation. With the sun shining brightly and the weather warm, people flock outdoors to enjoy various activities. Beach trips are a favorite summer pastime, where families and friends spend days swimming in the ocean, building sand castles, and soaking up the sun. Coastal towns and beach resorts often become bustling hubs of activity during the summer months, with tourists seeking a break from their everyday routines. Barbecues and picnics are also popular ways to enjoy the warm weather. Grilling outdoors, whether in backyards or parks, becomes a social event where people gather to share meals, play games, and enjoy the sunshine. The scent of grilled food wafting through the air is a familiar feature of summer afternoons, and many neighborhoods come alive with the sounds of laughter and conversation. Summer evenings often stretch into the night, with gatherings continuing under the stars, lit by bonfires or the gentle glow of garden lights. These outdoor events foster a sense of community, with people coming together to make the most of the warm, inviting weather. For many, summer is also the season of vacations and travel. Schools close for summer holidays, giving families the opportunity to take trips and explore new destinations. Whether it's a tropical getaway, a road trip across the country, or camping in the great outdoors, summer vacations are a time for adventure and relaxation. National parks, lakes, and tourist attractions see a surge of visitors during these months, as people take advantage of the sunny days and free time. Summer is the season of exploration, with long days providing the perfect opportunity to discover new places, create lasting memories, and enjoy the beauty of nature.
The rainy season. In the rainy season, frequent showers and thunderstorms dominate the weather, making umbrellas and raincoats essential. The rainy season, also known as the monsoon season in many parts of the world, is characterized by heavy and consistent rainfall. During this time, clouds seem to constantly fill the sky, and showers can occur several times a day, sometimes lasting for hours. Thunderstorms, with their booming thunder and dramatic lightning, are common, adding intensity to the already wet conditions. Rainfall becomes a part of daily life, and people must adapt their routines to accommodate the frequent downpours. Roads can become slippery and flooded, making travel more challenging, but the rain is vital for replenishing water supplies and sustaining agriculture. People adjust to the rainy season by preparing ahead of time. Umbrellas, raincoats, and waterproof boots become everyday essentials, allowing people to move about despite the wet weather. In cities, you often see streets filled with colorful umbrellas as people rush through the rain to get to work or school. The sound of rain tapping against windows and rooftops becomes a familiar backdrop during this season. While the rain can be an inconvenience for outdoor plans, it also brings a certain tranquility, cooling the air and nourishing the land. After a heavy downpour, everything feels refreshed, from the plants to the air itself. The rainy season also has a significant impact on agriculture. In many tropical and subtropical regions, farmers rely on this time of year for their crops to grow. The rains provide much-needed moisture to the soil, ensuring a successful harvest later in the year. Despite the challenges of flooding and waterlogged fields, the rainy season is a crucial period for both the environment and the economy. In cities, the rain can cause temporary disruptions, but it also brings relief from the heat, creating a balance between the wet and dry seasons. The rainy season is a time of renewal and sustenance, a natural cycle that plays a vital role in many parts of the world.
The dry season. The dry season is a period marked by minimal rainfall and clear, sunny skies, typically occurring in tropical and subtropical regions. During this season, the atmosphere becomes drier and the air feels hotter, with temperatures often reaching their peak. Rivers and lakes can shrink in size as water levels drop, and vegetation may turn brown and wither due to the lack of moisture. In many areas, The dry season follows the rainy season, creating a stark contrast between the lush greenery of wet months and the drier, more arid landscape that takes over. One of the most noticeable effects of the dry season is the shift in daily routines and activities. With fewer clouds and little to no rain, people take advantage of the sunny weather to engage in outdoor activities. Farming practices are often adjusted to account for the reduced water availability, with irrigation systems playing a crucial role in maintaining crops. In some regions, farmers focus on harvesting crops that were planted during the rainy season, as the dry weather offers ideal conditions for gathering mature produce. However, the lack of rain can also present challenges, particularly in areas that rely heavily on rainfall for water supplies. Communities often prepare in advance by conserving water, collecting rainwater when possible, and implementing drought-resistant agricultural techniques. In many countries, the dry season is also synonymous with a heightened risk of wildfires, especially in areas with large stretches of grassland or forest. The combination of dry vegetation and high temperatures creates a tinderbox environment where a single spark can lead to dangerous wildfires. This makes fire safety a priority for many communities during this time of year. Despite these challenges, the dry season can also bring benefits, such as clear skies perfect for stargazing and outdoor festivals. Wildlife behavior often changes during this season as well, with many animals migrating to find water sources or gathering around shrinking water holes, making it a popular time for wildlife observation and safaris. In tourist-heavy areas, the dry season is often the peak time for visitors. With reliable weather, clear skies, and warm temperatures, tourists flock to beaches, national parks, and other attractions, making the most of the dry, sunny conditions. The dry season is a time of both adaptation and opportunity, as people, animals, and landscapes adjust to the changing weather patterns while making the most of the warm and clear days.
Weather in the desert. Desert weather is known for its extreme conditions, with scorching hot days and chilly nights, along with very little rainfall throughout the year. Deserts are some of the driest places on Earth, characterized by vast stretches of sand, rock, or barren landscapes with minimal vegetation. The temperatures can soar during the day, often reaching over 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Celsius, especially in deserts like the Sahara or the Arabian Desert. However, what surprises many is that desert nights can be bitterly cold, sometimes dropping below freezing. This stark difference between daytime and nighttime temperatures is due to the lack of humidity and vegetation, which allows heat to escape quickly after sunset. One of the defining features of desert weather is the lack of moisture. Deserts receive less than 250 millimeters, 10 inches, of rainfall per year, making them arid environments. Rain, when it does come, is often unpredictable and can cause flash floods. Despite the infrequent rain, deserts do experience occasional storms, and when they occur, they can be intense. Flash floods may occur because the dry, hard ground doesn't absorb water easily, causing sudden torrents to flow through desert valleys, called wadis. But these events are rare, and for the most part, deserts are dry, with clear, cloudless skies dominating the landscape. The intense heat during the day makes life in the desert challenging for both people and animals. Many animals in the desert have adapted to these harsh conditions by being nocturnal, coming out only at night when it's cooler. Others, like camels, have evolved to survive with minimal water, able to go for days or even weeks without drinking. People living in deserts, such as the Bedouins or Tuaregs, have also developed ways to cope with the extreme weather, building homes that provide shade and retain cool air and wearing loose, light-colored clothing to reflect the sun's heat. Water conservation is a way of life, and people have adapted by creating advanced irrigation systems like those seen in oases, where water is carefully managed to support life in the desert. Desert weather is unforgiving but also strikingly beautiful. The clear skies and dry air make deserts ideal locations for stargazing, as there is little light pollution, and the vast stretches of landscape create breathtaking views of sunrise and sunset. Sandstorms, another natural phenomenon in deserts, can arise without warning, with strong winds picking up sand and dust, reducing visibility, and creating swirling, hazy conditions that can last for hours or even days. These storms can be dangerous for travelers and wildlife, as the blowing sand can cause damage and disorientation.